Good morning, happy Tuesday, and I can start today off by saying my low is this is easily the worst week I've had making NFL picks since week one. It's not as bad as week one, but it's close to it. I was 5-8 this whole week. Can you believe that? 5-8. How'd the Niners lose? That's I want to know. That should have been an easy win. Well, evidently they want to not have home field advantage in the playoffs. That's the only explanation I can come up with. Let's see, what's my high then? I suppose I could say that what is my high? Darn it. Actually, no, I did get to see my nephews yesterday. That was a lot of fun. Got to see them. So, I was visiting my father, and, out of the blue, my, brother, my sister-in-law, and my nephews came. So, yeah, it was good. Solid afternoon overall. And my act of kindness was I helped tidy some things around the house for my mom and dad. So, yeah, it was a pretty quiet day, pretty relaxing day. Not a lot of major stuff happened. And with that, we have a new Hot Ones guest this week. So let's go look them up, shall we? My computer mouse right here. I'm trying to think. It'd be the 6th Hot Ones guest of season 2022. It should be 311 overall. Hold on, let me look at my notes. Let's see. Oh, be the 31st Hot Ones guest of this whole year. 31st Hot Ones guest and 310th episode overall. Okay. I got the 310, I just wasn't, it's the 31st guest for this year, so. Let's look this up. And the 31st Hot Ones guest of 2023 and the 310th guest overall is Flea. Yeah, it's Flea. That's his name, Flea. I know who this guy is, and I don't know who this guy is. I know Flea is a musician. Let's see, right. Okay. For those of you who don't know, Flea is the bassist and one of the founding members of Red Hot Chili Peppers. And I can say I'm actually familiar with some of their songs. In fact, the Red Hot Chili Peppers song Can't Stop was one of the first songs I ever listened to a lot when I started working out. Honestly, it took me a long time for me to really get into working out, develop a sort of passion for it. And it took a long time for me to realize that I need to listen to good music when I work out. Specifically stuff that's loud, gets your heart pumping, it really gets you going. I mean, I've talked in the past of how I've listened to stuff like Eminem and Dragon Force, a little bit of AC/DC, a little bit of Kiss, a whole lot of other stuff too. But Red Hot Chili Peppers, specifically Can't Stop, that was actually the first song, one of the first songs I ever listened to a lot to get me to go. The very first song, I believe, was I Wanna Rock by Twisted Sister, which is another band I would listen to a lot when working out. Although, is it sad the only reason why I know about the song I Wanna Rock is because the SpongeBob SquarePants movie did that Goofy Goober song in that exact same tone? I'm gonna get rock. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, I can say I know the Red Hot Chili Peppers are, to be sure. And actually, I know Flea from something else too. Just need to look up something to confirm it. If I can find it. Wait. He was in the Back to the Future movies? Cool. I'm looking up his filmography right now. He was in The Big Lebowski? I didn't know he was the voice of Donnie from the Wild Thornberrys. I did not know that. That is really cool. Okay, it was an Inside Out. Okay, I remember that. Some Baby Driver. He was in Toy Story 4, apparently. This guy's actually done a lot. But that's how I'm looking to see where he found. Apparently he had a cameo in The Simpsons once. That's cool. Okay, come on. Here. That's what I'm thinking of. Okay. Back in 2014, Stan Lee came up with a media franchise of a fictional superhero team called Mighty Seven. And and basically what happens is these superheroes are from another planet, and they land on Earth, and Stan Lee himself, finds them and takes them in. And I remember it had a really great cast. Like Armie Hammer as Strong Arm, Christian Slater as Laser Lord, Mayim Bialik as a Lady Lightning, Terry Hatcher as a Silver Skylark. Flea was Roller Man, who he rolls a big ball and launches at high speeds. This is a great cast too. Darren Criss as Micro, who shrinks. Sean Astin as Kid Kinergy, whose superpower is telekinesis. Like, this is a great cast. But yeah, that was like my first introduction to Flea that I knew him from. So I gotta credit where credit's due. Flea's been everywhere, even when I didn't even realize it. So, considering that Flea is a founding member of Red Hot Chili Peppers, and considering obviously musicians make for great Hot Ones episodes, I guess now all we can do is speculate what Sean's going to ask. Because there are several things he could ask. For starters, obviously some questions about, Red Hot Chili Peppers. I'm sure another question that Sean's going to ask is like, what's the best gig that Flea remembers, of course, or anything, memorable and stuff like that. Considering that back when the Wild Thornberrys was on Nickelodeon, how great of a show that was, I'd be stunned if Sean didn't ask about him doing. Ooh, that'd be a great last dab question. Like, with millions of Scovilles running through his veins, could Flea even do the voice of Donnie? Maybe. It'd be pretty cool. Actually, does it explain why he even went as Flea? What is it? I mean, he's a famous person, so it doesn't really. Okay. Michael Peter Balzery. Why would he name himself Flea? And keep in mind, Flea is spelled F-L-E-A. Like the bug that you don't want on you. Like, oh my gosh, what if it's actually a metaphor for the fact that since he has been in a very famous band of Red Hot Chili Peppers and his entire filmography, what if that's a metaphor for him getting everywhere? That'd be pretty clever, actually. I mean, I'm probably reading too much into that, but I'm sure that's what it is. Okay, looks like he incorporates elements of funk, psychedelia, punk, and hard rock in his playing. Alright. Ooh. In 2009, Rolling Stone ranked Flea as the second best bassist of all time, behind John Entwistle? Who is he? Oh! Bassist for The Who. Okay, listen. Yeah, I know who The Who are, but that's the thing about bands that, always kind of elude me. Like, I think of bands like The Who, or The Doors, or like The Beatles, as like the band. Not even thinking about asking who like the names of the band members in said band are. I mean, full disclosure, The Beatles was the first band I ever listened to where I learned all the names of the people of all four guys in the band. But it had nothing to do with me being curious, because when they split up, well, for one thing, when they split up and made the headlines all over the world. Seriously, like, actually, when did the Beatles break up? Hold on. Oh, let me look this up fast. When did the Beatles break up? Okay, December 29th, 1974. Hey, the day after my birthday. Even though I wasn't born yet. Now I feel kind of embarrassed for me and my brother, because it completely blew our minds when we heard that the Beatles had broke up, like, well over 20 years later. I mean, you never really think, if you're a little kid, you never really think to ask these sorts of things, you know what I mean? I mean, seriously, the Beatles was like the first band my brother and I actually liked that we listened to, but that's really because, our father was like a Beatles fan. But I guess for a lot of people, you know, the Beatles are, I don't want to use the term gateway because that refers to drugs and, well, actually there's someone I know who's working on who's hustle is music therapy. Oh yeah, there's actually such a thing as music therapy where, you know, the healing process is aided with the help of really good music. I mean, it's not gonna close a wound that's open or anything, but, you know, with any kind of injury or trauma, there's a lot of mental stress, and, you know, music can help fix that. And for a lot of people, the Beatles were a gateway into music. I mean, without the Beatles, I wouldn't have been interested in stuff like the Backstreet Boys or, you know, at the time, Britney Spears or Christina Aguilera or NSYNC. I wouldn't know any of those things are, or any of those bands were. And by extension, I wouldn't know who the Red Hot Chili Peppers are, and therefore I most certainly wouldn't know who Flea is. So, all came full circle. I hope you like this video. If you'd like to subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on social media. As always, I am very humbled. I made this video for all of you guys watching. Enjoy for today. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. And remember, if any of you guys want to talk to channels, we're here to lend it. Also, back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.